Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, My Adventures Permit Systems, Hors, H-O-R-S system. It's a permit system. And we're going to go land on a planet. It's been like 3 permit systems ago since we could land on a planet. So we can land on planet number 1. So that's what we're going to do. Make sure that you look to the bottom right to that subscribe button and press it. Really help me with YouTube. And underneath the video to the left you'll see my YouTube channel GFM_RDG, where there's over 445 videos as of the publication of this video for you to watch. So until then, let's get started and go land on a planet. Get ready to shoot something or find something. Work on our combat rating and all that stuff. There's quite a few planets here, so this one will take us a little while to get through.
Landing gear retracted.
Clear of the landing pad. You may leave when ready.
I really do appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoy watching my videos. Try to make them entertaining. And because I record so many videos, we see things that are very rare, just like those Guardians skimmers that we saw a few videos ago. You need to check that out. High metal content world with metallic core, and so you can see that, and pause the video if you want to see it slower.
Frameshift drive charging.
420 light seconds.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We're going to go land on some planets. Collect some surface material. And if we come across skimmers, stingers that are wanted or lawless, we're going to shoot at them. And work on our combat ranking. Is this right? My combat ranking is competent 11%, trade rank elite 100%, my explorer rank is elite 100%, and the CQC rank is helpless. We might work on that someday and just see what it's about. Our notoriety is 0, which is a good thing. It means that we're not wanted. We're not someone they're looking for. We do like being on the sunny side. So hopefully we won't get interdicted, but it can happen. I've been interdicted so much. Should be very bright since we're this close, and we slow down as we get closer. The bright spots on the top. never know what we're going to find when we go roaming around a planet. See that dark blue / green ring? It means that we can land on it. Probably land about right in there. We like different shades of color or textures. And if the pirates knock us out of a super cruise, we just punch it, boost until they're no longer around, and we get back into super cruise and try it over again. Now most of them do not have the horizon package, so they can't get too close to the planet
engaged.
unless you're unless they don't like you because you've been killing their skimmer stingers, and then they come after you. So we'll be looking for a place to land. Under 45 kilometers. We should be coming out of Super Cruise. Yep, here we go. Now we're in glide. This area still looks okay. Coming out of Super Cruise, or out of glide. We don't have company yet, so we'll do our look around. Probably do our look around anyway, even if we did have company, which we usually do. Want you to have a chance to see the planet before we land on it. We'll talk about synthesis while we're collecting our material, the reasons for collecting it. Go through some of that. Yep, we're going to have company. A lot of times it's a security force, but not always. Is this landing? I think it's interesting that we have turbulence.
Landing gear deployed.
Because there's no atmosphere. Work our way down to the planet. The landing gear does slow us down a little bit. Might be coming in a little hot, so watch it while you're feathering, because it looks like it comes down hard. The gravity might be pretty heavy. So be careful when you're feathering down that it doesn't come down too fast. Sis down. On Hors 1. Sis dark. It's my new voice attack command. It turns the lights off so I don't have to use a lot of different commands or say lights twice. You just do it with one. So I do like that. I really like my Python. It's been my favorite ship from the beginning of time, so since I've been playing the game. Sis, ship.
Ship dismissed.
I like to get the ship out of harm's way. I always send it off into orbit. And in the game it cannot be attacked without you being in it if you're in solo mode. Well, we're in solo mode. We're always in solo mode. Okay, we don't see our company yet.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Again, thank you for coming along. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And we see some upper level blips over here. We might have some skimmers or stingers to shoot at. It's not, the signal's not real strong, but it'll get stronger as we get closer. At the moment, we don't have good cover. Now there's something up there. I don't know if it's a rock. What that is. Or is it if it's a ship? Sometimes they're ships. Try to see what that is. We can always go back to the main menu if it gets too hairy. If you watch many of my videos, you know I'm not much into risk. I will exit. Hello, I had to take a call from my parents. So, of course, I'm keeping in close contact since the COVID-19 virus is at the moment kind of out of control. So, yep, whatever that was, I think it could have been a ship or something, but I had to take that call. So we'll wait for our back radar to repopulate and we'll try it again. Some things you gotta do when you gotta do it. So, and I have my earbud in my ear for the company I work for. So if we get the company I work for has gone completely remote. I've been remote since I worked there, but everybody's remote right now. So the chat and the email, I can hear a ding in my ear when I get one. So we're looking for now those vertical bars like that. Sometimes that turns into things that we can go shoot at. So I'll turn around just to see what else is out here. The real rough stuff, we don't really want to have to go climb over it if we don't have to. Here's some. Okay. And that bottom material, the raw material can cover up some of those too. Some of those higher blips that we get. Okay, let's go see if we can shoot something. As long as there's not another interruption. But I wanted to apologize because we were going towards something and then I got that call. So we'll try again. And in this time, My parents are in that high risk area of catching the virus, so when they call, I answer it. We have a trespasser. Again, make sure that if it's wanted, you don't shoot at it. I mean, you do shoot at it if it's wanted, but not if it's clean. I'm saying the opposite. I think it's a down satellite which will have a single skimmer, and make sure it's wanted or lawless, or you don't shoot at it. You don't need cover since it'll be a single. Just make sure that you target it to see what its status is. It is a wanted sentry skimmer.
Target destroyed.
And we watch our bottom radar in case its support ships decide to come shoot at us.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
And collect encoded material. I usually see if there's any other material that we can pick up. Okay. I like going along the rough area. You can see on the bottom sensor to my right, it gets kind of rough in there. I don't like to hang out in there, but I don't mind going along it. Now, if there's something that's worth going in there after, we'll do that. Is this right? We're at 12% competent. We did gain a percentage, but it takes like 7 or 8 of them, of kills, to get that to move. Now there is some vertical blips in here. And that's our primary focus, is getting to shoot some things, but I'll usually do 2 or 3 things we can shoot at, and then 2 or 3 raw materials. Yep, our lights are on. Is this dark? I have a voice command that will turn them off. I don't like having my lights on. I'm sure the enemies all have sensors and radars too, but looking at a defensive strategy. Now this rough area is not real thick. It clears up on the other side. There's some interesting terrain. It goes from real bright to real dark. Yep, we got a signal. Let's see what it is. 'Cause that's what we do. We see what it is. Two different types of signals. I mean, there could be a trespass zone and a ship next to it. And I usually don't shoot at those, just because it's probably a support ship, and our chances with a support ship are not real good, except for if we can escape. I do look in the space a little bit. Yep, there's a trespass zone, but we have to keep our eyes open to the left. This might be what we were looking at before. There might be a ship up here. Looks like the same type of something that we came across before. Could be a down satellite. Get up on this hill and see. Yeah, it's a satellite. See, there's some other things to the right up there. Again, we have to check his status before we shoot at him. But it could be just a single skimmer. It is a wanted skimmer.
Destroyed.
Keep our eyes open on the radar. Wish I wouldn't do that. Hit the wrong button. At least it doesn't hurt it.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Okay. As I always tell you, you should play the way you wish to play. I like to reset the scene after I'm shooting things, because I have been attacked by support ships in the past. And because I've been attacked, I like to reset the scene by going back to the main menu and back. Dark. I like it better when there's 4 or 5 skimmer stingers in one trespass zone. You can get more credits that way toward your combat ranking. Is this right? See, of course it's still 12, which I would expect it to be. There is some vertical blips. Not real strong now. Sometimes ships don't even show up on the sensors, and I wind up seeing them instead of them being spotted on the sensor. Now there is some raw materials. Now this is still important, raw materials, because if you've seen when we've shown the outfitting, my modules are all modified by the engineers, and I get up to 45 light years on my jumps, and I'm sure that's important to you too, because that was the most important thing to me, was my jump range. And but they're synthesis. So is this right? Is this right? If you go over to modules, you can go down to where it says fuel tank, hit that. I can refuel my ship, my SRV, 46 times because of sulfur and phosphorus. 35 times with the standard fuel, which gives you 100% efficiency, and 35% or 35 refills with 200%. That stuff is so wild. It's really like 4 times the fuel efficiency. So, and that's just by collecting materials, like it's the lower readings on our sensor. Shooting those rocks and collecting them, especially if it's sulfur and phosphorus. But you, like your ammo, we're at 1950, so let's say it was down to 50. We could restock our ammo by materials. And let's say the integrity right now is 100%. Well, what if it was 10%? You can repair your ship. Yeah, we have, might be in that up there, but I'm showing a signal again. Let's see this outcrop. Yeah, look at the gravity is really heavy. That's why we had was feathering down. Yeah, there's some phosphorus in there. Yeah, there's some upper blips. But there's some really strong. Oh, there's a lot of them. Might be a good place to be skimmer hunting. You know, you just sit there and load up on it. Some more sulfur. But there's definitely a higher blip again. Maybe if it's manufactured. I'll go check it out. Now the best part, is this right? Is this right? I talk about risk versus reward. The rebuy cost for this SRV is 257 credits. Risk is low. That's what that means. If we got shot up and died, or blown up, we would respawn back in our ship that's in orbit. And it would cost us 257 credits to get this SRV back. Okay, sounds like a pretty good deal. That's the insurance. So the risk is low, reward's low too. I mean, it takes like 8 skimmers to get 1% on our combat ranking when you're competent. So it takes a long time, but hey, it does help on your combat rating. And I've done almost everything that I want to do. So yep, we kind of jumped on top of them. Wanted. 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 So we've checked them twice, but there is no cover around here. Little to no cover. There is a rock over here. Sometimes you can hide behind them rocks. We don't run into the rock. There it is. I wonder if they placed that rock there for us. So, we have Sentry Skimmer that's wanted. 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 That all looks good. And they might not be able to get a lock on us because of the rock.
Target destroyed.
me go check the scene out to see what was over here. See if there's any materials.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Right there it was. Yeah, there is some materials down there. Right there.
Trespass zone cleared.
And there is some legal salvage if you wanted to pick some up. So that was 3 Skimmers edition.
Cargo
Is this right?
deployed.
Yeah, we're still at 12, which I kind of would expect. So we go looking again. But it resets the scene, so maybe the support ships wouldn't know about it and come after us. And if you're out looking, you don't come across the same scene again. It's all new. There's some material. I do need to get some more material. The reason I only had like 40 instead of like 100 refuels is because I recently went to the raw material trader and moved some of the stuff. Because 30-40 times to refuel, we won't really need more than that. And we're collecting material at every planet we can land on. So, and I don't want to fill up to where I can't gather any more material. So I moved that material to the right into a higher grade. So I could use it by going to a material trader and trading it down if I needed it. But I do try to keep some in each type of material. Some phosphorus, that's always good. Sulfur, that's good. The sulfur and phosphorus is always good because that goes toward synthesis, what you need. Is this right? Come down. Basic, we're up to 52, 35, and 35. So we could refuel our SRV many times. And we don't really need to right now because it's about 80% full. And I always like to show you about synthesis. You can refuel, repair, and reload your SRV. You can repair and reload the ship with materials. Oh, we got some more upper blips too. Now, would it be fun to have the expert combat ranking? Yeah, it would be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't feel like an expert because I'm not. go look at that last manufactured signal. See what that's about. And then that would probably be it for this trip. There's quite a few planets in this system that we can land on. I'm always talking about that risk versus reward. And neither one of them is real high, but the cost, especially if you have 6 billion credits, 257 is really nothing. Material that we're collecting, this raw material, if you die, you don't lose that. It goes with you. It's like on a pen drive. So it's really neat. You do look around to see if there's a ship close by. There's some canisters. There's cover. Yep, that's a spam call. I don't answer spam calls. Let's come over here. Oops, we got his attention anyway. Yeah, he's wanted. We got close enough to get him to activate. Is this dark? Wanted. Skimmer wanted. Skimmer wanted. Skimmer wanted. Skimmer wanted. I usually test them 2 or 3 times just to make sure. Let's back up. We don't want them to get a lock on the SRV. And then we can come up here with the turrets. Pick one of the taller ones.
Target destroyed.
Pick the taller one.
Target destroyed.
See, they haven't shot at us yet.
Target destroyed.
You see, we were under this mound and they couldn't get a lock on us. So I like being able to shoot at them and they can't shoot back at me. See, I wouldn't mind shooting at ships and stuff if they couldn't shoot at me.
You have entered a trespass zone.
Problem is, that's usually not the case. They usually can shoot back at you. And I don't like being shot at. It is legal salvage.
Trespass zone cleared.
Okay. Sis, ship. Sis, ship.
Ship recalled.
So we were able to shoot at quite a few things and gather some materials, and that was all good. Do appreciate you coming along. If you would, look to the bottom right of the video and you'll see a subscribe button. Please press that. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG. So go there and press that, and there's, sit down. There's over 445 additional videos for you to watch. Well, there are plenty of videos. So until next time, on our next target that we go after, thank you for watching.